State Impact reporter Logan Layden has been following some of the climate developments affecting Oklahoma. Logan, thanks for joining us.
No problem, anytime.
Now, you visited with state climatologist Gary McManus about what is he and other scientists, what are they saying about this?
Well, as everyone here in Oklahoma knows, we recently came out of a 5-year horrible drought. And one of the reasons why we were able to come out of it was this very strong El Nino that we had last year. That is now over with. We're into the summer now, but the forecast for the fall is for a La Nina, which could end up having the opposite effect. That's usually associated with less precipitation in our part of the country.
Now, besides La Nina, what are some of the effects that are playing into this?
Well, that's what when I studied these, I did the research for these stories, that's one of the things that really surprised me was how much the temperature of the water in the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean affects Oklahoma's weather. And when we talk about El Nino and La Nina, we're only talking about the temperature of the water off the western coast of South America. But there are much larger cycles, the Pacific decadal cycle and the Atlantic multi-decadal cycle. And basically, all that means is just a larger warming and cooling in the Atlantic and Pacific. And whether each of those is in their warm phase or cool phase, it affects our weather here in Oklahoma. Now, the thing people are kind of worried about now is in 2010, we had the Pacific cycle in its cool phase, the Atlantic in its warm, and a strong La Nina. And it looks like we're setting up with a very similar situation to that right now.
Bad news for farmers, obviously. How are they dealing with this climate swing?
Well, with farmers, they kind of have to take things one day at a time. They can't get too far ahead of themselves. There's only so much hay you can store before it goes bad. We have talked to some farmers who, especially in western Oklahoma, who are mitigating their wheat crops with things like guar that are more drought resistant. That's not necessarily because of this specific La Nina forecast, but that's good practices in general, and especially looking into the future with climate change, more drought is expected.
All right, Logan Layden from State Impact, we sure appreciate it. Thank you.